So got the new AMD 8350 processor. Well, I say it's new. It's not really that new. It's a little. It's been out for a little while now. But I thought I'd give my general impressions from it. Now, I don't have access to loads of computer hardware or fancy benchmarking systems. So really, this is going to be a direct comparison to my previous CPU on the same socket, which was a 960 Phenom 2. Now, that processor, I don't really see much information about it online, especially when all the benchmarks that do exist. So I think it might be handy to know. Now, it's my old one was clocked at 3 gigahertz, and it turbos up to 3.2. And if you're lucky enough with one of those processors, you can actually unlock it to a hex core, which I was fortunate to do. So. Anyway, I tried a few games on it first, benchmarked it with a few games like Tomb Raider, Skyrim, The Witcher 2, Just Cause 2, and then I tried the AMD 8350 as a direct comparison. Now, I did use loads more games as well, but in general, you're talking from roughly around about 10 to 20, and in fact I think even Just Cause 2 is almost approaching 30 frames a second extra on top of that, so that's actually not too bad. But I suspect, though, if you already have a higher CPU than mine, like the maximum hex core, the 980 quad core, then I really don't know if this would be worth buying. Now, I don't use much in the way of productivity computer software, so but the ones I do use, the Sony Vegas Pro 11 for editing videos and the Handbrake, I have to say they work quite a fair bit faster. In fact, I think the Handbrake for re-encoding videos went up to an extra 30 frames a second faster than my previous one, even with unlocked, which I thought was pretty good. Now, in another video, I said I don't really use synthetic benchmarks, and I posted that in the forum, and some people did actually make some good points about, you can use it to stress test systems to make sure they do work fine for a long period of time. Now, I did try and use 3D Mark, and that seemed to go okay, but I found that Handbrake actually stressed it a lot more, and the processor got up to about 69 degrees, which I think is a bit hotter than it would normally be. As far as it's worth getting, well, to be honest, the reason I got that and not an Intel systems, I just couldn't afford the motherboard as well. So I can't really say a direct comparison to that, but I think if you have if you have anything under my previous CPU, a 960 Phenom 2, then it's definitely going to be worth a buy, but anything above that, I'm not too sure. I suppose, though, it all depends on the price you can get it, so hopefully the price will drop soon anyway.